Hey guys, my name is Jonas and today I will show you how you can use hidden files in your CodeMagic CI/CD tool. I will give you an example right away. So, first of all, CodeMagic, you know it by now, otherwise you would not end up in this video. First of all, I would like to mention an article where this video is based on. In this article, George explains how to set this up in a written article. So if you prefer a written article, I will put this link down below. First of all, I will give a situation about the problem. So as you know, if you use Firebase or Firebase messaging in your Flutter project, you will sure have a google-services.json file. And the file should look like this. This is not correct info. I've replaced the sensitive information with some placeholder text. In CodeMagic, the build process will give an error because there is no google-services.json file, because this file is ignored by our Git repository. So the problem is we cannot access this file in CodeMagic. But there is a solution for that, and I will explain you right away. So first of all, let's log in into CodeMagic. We will log in with GitHub. And then we get an overview of our applications. And as you can see, I have an application right here. It's called Movie Catalog, and it's hosted on GitHub / my username / Movie Catalog. This application is published in the Play Store at the moment, and I will show you this situation with a real-world example. So, as you can see, we can start the build, but we will not do this because we need to configure some settings, and we will do this right now. So click the settings icon, and we get to our setup. How will we solve this problem? We will use environment variables. But as you can see, we have a file, and we cannot drag or drop it into the value, so we need to convert it, encode it actually. So what will we do? I created a markdown file with all the information you need. So first of all, we need to encode this google-services.json file. This is different for every operating system. So if you use a Mac, you should use these commands. If you're on Windows like I am, you should use this code block, and if you're on Linux, you use this code block. So first of all, we need to encode this file, and because I'm on Windows, I will copy paste this by Ctrl+C. I will provide the markdown file in the description down below. So right click google-services.json. I'm using a VS Code, so you can just right click it and open in terminal. So I get to the path where we are right now. So we will paste the command, and we will change the placeholder text. So our input file name is Google Services, of course. So we will select this file. And then we need a temporary output file. This is needed to copy paste the content, but actually you don't need to use the file any furthermore. So I will just call it output. And when you click enter, you can see there has been created a new file. It's called output, like we called it right here. So click the output file and you see we have content. And this is in fact the encoded version of the google-services.json. And this is a string, and we can copy paste the string into CodeMagic. So let's go back to CodeMagic. And we will add a new variable. So expand environment variables section, and we will create a variable name. I will call it Android Firebase JSON. And now we need to paste the value for this variable. So let's go back to our output file and copy paste this by Ctrl+C or right click, copy, and paste it in with Ctrl+V or right click and paste. And as you can see, we have the output file, what's here. You don't need to copy paste these comments, these are actually not needed. So We click the add button, and as you can see, our variable is added. Click save. So we have our environment variable, but now we need to use it in CodeMagic. So collapse this section, and because the Google Services file is used in the build section, we need to decode it again just before the build section. So let's go back to CodeMagic, and we will add the plus icon just before the build section. So click it, and here we can add custom scripts. And we need to add a custom script in the pre-build script section. And here we can just go to the preview script, the markdown I've provided, and we can copy paste this. Ctrl-C, go back to CodeMagic and Ctrl-V. So actually what it's saying here is echo the variable we have created right here. So this name should be exactly the same as this name. Make sure this is correct. So imagine we can rename this by variable like this. We should rename this as well by our variable name, but we won't do this right now. We'll use Android Firebase JSON name. So this script is going to decode our file, our variable, into the Android app Google Services JSON file. So this is exactly the same path as we are using in our project. So Android app, and then we have our google-services.json. So as you can see, we have a second line right here. This is for the EOS Firebase JSON. Because this is another file, we should convert it manually again, but because we are not using this for the EOS version, we can remove this line. So click save. And our settings are updated, and we are ready to build this. So click the start your first build, and your first build will be triggered and will successfully be built. I will see you right back when this is finished. As you can see, we have successfully built our application. So I showed you how you can encode a JSON file into an encoded string so you can use it in your environment variables. I hope you liked this video, and I see you next time.